Beautiful. To the top left-hand side, the teal Zerg player from SYF Gaming is going to be MightyKiwi, representing New Zealand, if I am not mistaken. And he's going to be going for the early gas, early pool here against Nerchio on Whirlwind, looking to have a pretty similar plan to what Wally was doing on Whirlwind just a few minutes ago. To the top right-hand side, our red Zerg player, it is Nerchio. I say just a few minutes ago, Wally played Nerchio like 30, 40 minutes ago now. There was, forgot that we just had that ZvP where Wally took a map off stats. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And as we do just see these drones mining away right now. And looking to see what they can get up to early. Thank you so much, guys, by the way, for tuning in. This is the first night of our coverage of the OSC Championship. We're going to be live tomorrow night, the night after that, the night after that. Then we'll take Thursday night off. Maynard will be bringing you guys the playoffs as the only stream that night. Then we're back on Friday and Saturday to bring you all the championship bracket. It is going to be a fantastic week of StarCraft 2. You can tune into us after Nation Wars finishes up for the day. It's going to be great. I'm going to be running rebroadcasts as well, to try and keep you guys in the loop, just in case you do miss out on any of that action. Try and keep you guys in the loop and all the rest. In fact, we might just go, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I want to make sure I start the rebroadcast just before we, I want to make sure we start the rebroadcast just before we, so it finishes in time for Nation Wars to start or something. So, yeah, I don't know how exactly we're going to do it. We'll probably go offline and then go online tomorrow for the rebroadcast. Probably makes sense, and just make it a set time. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, we should really talk about these Zerglings which have come across the map. MightyKiwi moving forwards. And so Nerchio pops down a Bane Nest right away. He is not going to start his Zergling speed as he did against Wally. It's a little bit of a different defense here from Nerchio as we set up into this. I'm just going to be seeing that Spine Crawler coming down here just to the left-hand side of this Extractor. So, just going to be seeing the Lings moving around. Going to see a few Lings down the low ground. A couple of these Banes from MightyKiwi as well, just moving around looking to see what else is going on. Just going to be seeing this hatchery taking a little bit of damage as Nerchio loses a few Lings down here as well. His Queen Pops will go down pretty much instantly. So this Queen's going to go down. A few more Lings coming down the ramp as well, looking to see what else is happening. I'm just going to be seeing two more Banelings coming in on top of this ramp. So we're just going to be seeing the couple of Banelings taking some more damage. You're going to see those Lings trying to take down the Banelings of Nerchio. And just going to be seeing these Zerglings pulling back a little bit once again. A few more Banes morphing in right now then, as just going to be seeing Ling Bane going to continue to come in from MightyKiwi. Continue to try and just take this with very aggressive playstyle. Obviously no natural expansion for him, so he's got a lot of work to get done. Bane connection is pretty good here for MightyKiwi, but there's a better one from Nerchio, taking down 3 Banes of his opponent. And he has that Spine Crawler as well to fall back to. MightyKiwi will come down to the low ground and start working his way through this hatchery, which is probably the better choice for him at this point of time. We're going to be seeing these Zerglings coming in, surrounding this Queen. Is Nerchio going to have an answer to this? Not yet. Bane's actually going to make their way into the mineral line, and uh-oh. Nerchio makes the most of it, splits away, and makes the best of what was a really crappy situation for him right there. In fact, that was really sick micro. In a way, maybe even MightyKiwi just messing up and not exploding when he had the best possible opportunity. As we're going to be seeing the Lings and Banes just coming in to the bottom left-hand side of this main base. A couple more Lings moving forwards as well, and looking to see what else might happen. Spine's starting to work his way through a couple of these Lings. Bane's looking to see what they might get up to. Another nice split from Nerchio. Losing mining time while these drones are split up. And we'll actually just use the Bane in there to finish off the Spine Crawler. Nerchio continuing to hold on for now, though. A couple of Banes around the top side. Nerchio running around, still just trying to get more units up. Trying to target down a Bane with the Queen, and he gets it. Big play, because actually with that kill, he's able to only have one Bane, which isn't enough to blow up. Oh, that was so sick! Oh my god, let's talk about that in a moment, because these Lings are currently fighting these Queens, and these drones are low on health. He will clean this up, I think. That was so sick by Nerchio. He knew that the 2 drones that would die to the one Bane hit were the ones on lower health, and so he split them away separately from the rest of the Bane drones, which he knew he could afford to leave stacked up for a little while. That was such a sick little play by Nerchio. So cute, maybe very minimalistic overall in the overall effect of the game, but such a cool little piece of micro. That selection on just those 2 drones. Really, really nice play by Nerchio. Love that little thing. StarCraft oftentimes is about those little small plays which are just so cute to see. And we're going to be seeing Nerchio still taking a bit of damage here. 2 more Banes on the way in for him. He's still Actually, now he's got no queen, but he does have inject still rolling, so he's okay for now. Still has this hatchery for his opponent. Is going to see those lings coming in, pushing those lings of MightyKiwi down and away. Couple of Banes moving forwards. Nice connections. Good start to that there. Is going to be seeing this Bane lane. Oh, Nerchio has to be careful. Still has to be very cautious, actually. MightyKiwi starts up his hatchery back at home. More Ling Bane continue to come on in. And there's going to be seeing these units, seeing what else they might be able to get up to. Drones continue to fight here from Nerchio. Ling's turning around from MightyKiwi. Going to start working his way through a couple more here. As he actually hits a Bane lane into the mineral line. MightyKiwi continue to do quite a bit of damage. Banes continue to go off all over the place. And a couple of Zerglings continue to take more damage as well. Zergling's turn, will fight once more, and Nerchio's still trying to hold on, but I think MightyKiwi might be starting to take an advantage in this. A couple more links from Nerchio running back in towards this mineral line. And we've seen more of these Zerglings of MightyKiwi continuing to go down, and Nerchio is going to tap out of game number 1. MightyKiwi will take the first game in this best of 2. Down to the bottom left-hand side is our red Zerg player from Euronics Gaming. It is Nerchio. And he's going up against the blue/teal Zerg to the top right from SYF Gaming, MightyKiwi. Thank you very much, by the way, for during that last game, Mott88, if I'm reading correctly, who subscribed with Twitch Prime. Can we get some STI hearts in the chat, please? Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate the support and the love. And sorry I didn't shout you out at the time. Obviously got caught up in a pretty intense game. Really intense game. So thank you very much for the sub. And can we see some STI hearts in the chat, please, for our new sub? Welcome to the team. I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah. I really appreciate that. First sub of the day. First sub of the new year? Is that true? We've had some resubs, but I think that's the first new sub of the new year. Thank you very much, Mott88. Appreciate it. An awesome guy. Jump into game number 2 then. Let's see what's going to happen. Hatch gas pool from both players as we go into Daybreak in the early stages of this second game. Very standard in comparison to the aggression we just saw in game number 1. It's going to be seeing the spawn pool. It's just over halfway done right now, and it's going to be seeing the natural expansion on the way up here as well. So hatchery will be finishing shortly from both players. Again, nothing really crazy to talk about at the early stages of this ZvZ. It's just going to sit back, relax, have some fun, and just chitter-chatter. What's up in the chat, guys? Hope you're all having a good one. It's kind of cool to cast at this sort of time zone. Obviously, it's very different for me. But it means that I'm probably casting a whole bunch of different people. So I'm going to ask this right now. Who here is in my stream for maybe the very first time, or who's maybe here that doesn't get the chance to watch a lot because we don't stream at this sort of time? Let me know. I'm kind of intrigued to see if we've got any new faces around in the chat, or if we've got people who maybe tune in every now and then, but only very rarely when we stream at this sort of hour. Be interesting to see. Of course, thank you everyone for tuning in. Of course, if you're enjoying the content, hit that follow button and see when we go live again in the future. It really is a great help to allow you guys to see when we go live, which is pretty much every single day, just again, not usually at this hour, although this week you are in luck, because we are going to be going live at this hour every day for the next week, so you got that to look forward to, guys. All smiles and happiness around here. Feelings gathering up together, Baneling Nest on the way down from both players as well. Third hatchery from Nerchio will drop already, and we see a couple of these Zerglings taking the watchtower and just continue to move on over. There's a couple of these Zerglings continue to move on over right there. Going to see a Queen is doing a little bit of damage as well. And it's going to be seeing more Lings and Banes on the way up from MightyKiwi, so looking to maybe just keep on being aggressive here. Going to see these Zerglings starting to pop out and running across over to the left-hand side of the map. So Ling's starting to move on over to the left-hand side of the map, and it's going to be seeing a couple of Banes from MightyKiwi as well. Looking to see what's up and what is going on. Third hatchery is, well, just continuing to come on up as well. So third hatch continuing to come on in. These couple of Banes continue to morph in too, and it's going to be seeing a few Zerglings going back over to the left-hand side. Baneling from Nerchio getting cancelled, and another Baneling getting surrounded right now. With these Banes continue to move on forward. So, a little bit of a weird fight as Nerchio's Banes coming in. Looks as though they're going to probably be okay to hold this off. The Zergling's doing a lot of damage here, but not quite enough in the end. 2 Banes of MightyKiwi still around. There's 2 Banes of Nerchio as well, and he hits onto those Banes of his opponent just to lower their health. Nerchio holds onto his third base. MightyKiwi making another round of Ling Bane, so he's not going to give this up just yet. And man, ZvZ really is a kind of a Ling Bane warfest today. We've seen it pretty much every ZvZ game we've seen. We're going to be seeing these Banes continue to morph in right now, so continue to morph this in. We're going to see these Zerglings heading down to the south side. And looking to see what else is going on. Pulling a few of these Lings over to the left, and we're going to be seeing these Banes all running forwards to try and do a little bit more damage. So, Banes just continue to run forwards. The Lings coming in from MightyKiwi, surrounding and pushing those Zerglings back. And again, Lings and Banes just gathering up and getting ready to go once again. This Hatchie's still taking so much damage. I mean, the thing is, the advantage for Nerchio is the fact that his third base came in much earlier in the game than his opponent. His opponent has only just finished, as he is just going to save it. Oh, not in the very end, though. He does end up losing this, but it was some good defense. We're going to see those Lings backing away. Game will calm down a little bit with that last Baneling connection until these extra Lings coming across the map. Quick time to just jump into the chat and see some of you guys tuning in for the first time. Freak Me Out, first time from New Zealand. Xenism 2321 for first time watching. Piff XG as well. Pretty crazy. Nice. It was cool to see new people finding the stream. It's always awesome as we see this Link progression is continuing once again. Zerglings continue to run on in. I'm just going to be seeing these Queens continuing to try and fight against those Zerglings, so continue to try and push them back. More Banes coming in as well here from MightyKiwi, continue to push on forwards. Lings trying to surround once more. Queens will actually start to go down as the Banes go towards the mineral line. Nerchio splits away, had to do that quickly, and he does do it quickly. And as we're going to be seeing Queens still holding on here in this gap, they'll finally go down. Banes don't really know where they want to go, it seems, as we're going to see Lings starting their way through this once again. Lings pop out, and the Queen's just not going to be saved. But does save a lot of his drones at least. Nerchio staying 7 workers in the lead right now. A couple of defensive Banes for himself on the way. His third hatch about to finish up once more. And yeah, we begin to recover a little bit as more Zerglings moving forwards from MightyKiwi. Just going to get pushed away almost instantly. This Queen here is going to get surrounded. Well, some Zerglings going to get surrounded and Queen stays alive. What a hectic ZvZ so far. We've, again, seen a lot of ZvZs like this today. And this is just really kind of becoming one of those other crazy ZvZ Ling Bane wars. As we're going to be seeing once again, MightyKiwi is forcing the aggression at the front. This Queen goes down. Nice Baneling connection from Nerchio. Actually gets a lot of his opponent's Banes low, which makes them a bit more easily targetable. As Nerchio trying to fight his way through. Leaves more Lings moving forward from MightyKiwi. Seeing what else he can get up to. Another Bane from the back from Nerchio. Pulling his drones in now as well. His Baneling connects. He will be able to clean this up, still maintaining a 5-worker lead, as MightyKiwi is very reluctant to build any more workers right now. So, MightyKiwi still just spamming Ling Bane. Currently just Zerglings on the way out, but I guess he'll morph in some Banelings. There we go, up to the top side. He'll check the third base. We'll see it's finished. And Nerchio, what has he got to defend? He's got Banelings morphed in another zone. Actually going to send some Lings across the map to counterattack. And we saw get into these weird situations where counterattacks are coming into play. And all the rest of it as well, as we're going to be seeing these Lings and Banes gathering up together. And these Lings surrounded. And a couple of Banes are going to get cancelled here right away. Another Baneling actually will finish. And he gets a pretty decent shot in terms of cleaning things up. And the mineral line will help to clean up as well. But now he's got to get rid of his opponent's Banelings, which are running in towards his mineral line here. At the same time, he's on the third base of his opponent. So MightyKiwi taking some drone losses. As is Nerchio, a lot of drone losses there. Nerchio comes out still 2 workers ahead, but nowhere near the 5-worker lead he once had. As now we're going to see him trying to get rid of this third hatchery still, but more Lings popping. And I guess he just has to back away with his own Zerglings, although he will switch the momentum onto his own favor. And now he's going to become the aggressor in this game. More Lings from MightyKiwi continuing to attack over to the left here. A few more Banes continuing to morph in. And we're just going to be seeing Lings and Banes all gathering up together. Zerglings come in, they surround, cleaning up a lot here and continue to run on forwards. This Queen going to get surrounded as well. That's going to go down pretty quickly. More Lings streaming in from MightyKiwi to help defend against this. Losing the Queen means he lost a bit of production. Don't think he actually lost a drone there. As these Banes coming in and helping to defend. Oh, one more Baneling will actually make it through, picks up a kill. But that is about it. And Nerchio back at home, well, he's making more Lings. He's actually got a +1 melee upgrade, which is going to be extremely important in these Ling Bane wars if they continue. Building a Rotor on 2, that actually might get killed by these few Zerglings. He does respond, he does cancel it though. I mean, even just the +1 melee upgrade is going to be a huge advantage in these Ling Bane wars, because it just means his Lings are going to win out in any skirmish, which is fairly evenly sized. So Nerchio just gaining a lot of extra efficiency basically in his army. He's going to see those Lings running in towards the third base. +1 melee going to be finishing up right here. And just going to be seeing those Banes taking a little bit of damage once again. And again, set to go. Lings from Nerchio moving forwards and trying to do a little bit more. We're going to see a couple more Banes getting caught there towards the end. As these Lings running in, and again, just looking to see what they can do. Another Baneling connection, a few more Banes moving into the mineral line. You can see all of these Zerglings and Roaches coming forwards and trying to see what they can do as well. Trying to clean out all of these Queens, but I think there's just a little bit too much from Nerchio. I didn't actually realize MightyKiwi had a Roach rolling up. I didn't realize that at all. So he's got a few Roaches here, but they're just not going to do enough, as Nerchio is going to clean up quite effectively. And, well, now he takes a 25 army supply lead to the 11. And that is effective, especially with the +1 melee on his side as well. He has everything in his favor right now as he attacks across the map. A couple of Banes will begin to morph. So a couple of Banes beginning to morph. We're going to be seeing these Lings coming down south just a little bit here. Nerchio will be down here as well. And just going to be seeing this hatchery. It is just half health, but that's going to be Nerchio's target as Lings gather together. A couple of Banes from MightyKiwi, so again, the micro against those will be important. Maybe it would have been better to go for the Carapace upgrade in the end, because with the Carapace upgrade, it means that you're going to be able to take a couple of Bane shots before the Lings die, right? Or he takes one Bane shot and then the next one will kill him. Obviously, it weakens up the Lings, but it gives a little bit more freedom. And it also means it transfers onto his Roaches as well for later in the game. Whereas +1 melee will become ineffective as soon as he stops making Zerglings. So it's a bit of a weirder situation to be in, as these Lings chasing Lings, currently heading back over to the left-hand side of the map. Lings and Roaches gathering together here, and again, Creep just spreading out, connecting between the bases, I guess, and a couple of Spine Crawlers on the way up as well from Nerchio, just making sure he's not going to die in the next couple of moments, just to make sure he can secure his lead in this game and win out in game number 2. Lings running forwards here. We're going to see what they might be able to do, and, well, moving forwards as well. We're going to see a few more Lings. We're going to see these Banes coming forwards from MightyKiwi. Not able to get much done just yet. A few more Lings down to the south side, in towards the natural expansion. These Lings coming forwards, looking to surround. And they're able to kind of do okay. We're going to see a couple of Banes running forwards, not doing much. These Banes from MightyKiwi might connect, but, well, they're just going to go off from the Spine Crawler. The drones are going to stay alive. And that's the important feature here, is GG well played is going to be called, actually. Nerchio is going to take game 2 as MightyKiwi just recognizes that he's way too far behind to catch up.